Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. I am Darian. We're going to be talking skincare today. So I was recently sent the Tata Harper Regenerating Cleanser, and so I've gotten to use it a couple of times, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts on this product, kind of like my first impressions. Based off of how I feel with the first impressions, I believe that I'll be able to give you an accurate kind of feel for what this product will do for me long term. You may not know this, but I do have a background in skincare, so I'm pretty familiar with different ingredients and different products. I have been trying so many products over probably, I'm sure, over 10 years. And so now when I get a skincare product, I pretty much know if it's gonna be a hit or miss, or if it's trendy but doesn't really do much for the skin. So let's jump into this product. I didn't have any knowledge or background of the brand prior to this being sent to me, so this was something exciting for me. That's one thing that I love to buy and try out is makeup and skincare. So when I first tried this product, one of the first things I noticed was it smelled good. It smelled very citrusy, and then I also noticed that it had like these exfoliating, I don't even want to say beads, but it had, I want to say it's almost like a rice texture, but the way that it is in here is very finely milled, and I didn't feel like it was too hard on my skin or that it was too much. I honestly feel like this is a very power-packed cleanser. So I have used many different cleansers. I've used cleansers for brightening. I've used like niacinamide cleansers. I feel like the list can go on and on and on. I remember at one point, I believe I used like a black charcoal cleanser. I've used many different cleansers, and this one I would have to say is one of the most unique cleansers I've ever used. The reason I will say that is because the exfoliation part of this cleanser, I don't think I've ever used a cleanser that is like this. Normally, I will do my exfoliation separate from my cleanser. So I'll just go in with my cleanser, and then afterwards, I'll either use a toner that exfoliates the skin, or I will use an actual exfoliant sometimes during the week or every 2 weeks. At this point in my life right now, I haven't been exfoliating as much because I feel like my skin is at a softer place as far as like the texture and everything, and I just don't want to over exfoliate. But this actually inspires me to get back into more exfoliating. It's not to say that I can't use any exfoliation, but I got to a point where I felt like I was overdoing it, and then so I kind of backed down from it, and now I feel like it's kind of like safe to get back into it. So I randomly exfoliate now. Now what I will say about this cleanser is that I noticed when I didn't have much water on my face while I was rubbing this in, the exfoliation was a lot stronger versus when I had a lot of water on my face before actually rubbing in the cleanser, which makes sense. But if you're not into exfoliants, you can try using this with your hands, having some water in it before mixing it in and rubbing it in your face, and see if that will lighten the exfoliation for you. If you have this product, or if you're interested in getting this product and just a little worried about if it's going to be too rough, I will have to say I don't feel like this product is too rough, but I will say that if you already have really sensitive skin or really thin skin, I wouldn't say that you couldn't use this, but I would just probably not use it as much. Like for me, my skin isn't really sensitive and I'm used to exfoliation, but I am going to actually keep this in my routine as using this as a night cleanser, and then just using one of my regular gel cleansers in the morning for just something light and quick and easy. I'm going to use this as the power pack cleanser in my routine now, and see how I believe I already am going to like it. I like it just after using it a couple of times, but I just want to see longer term but I just wanted to see long term how this product is going to work for me in my routine. I feel like this is a perfect thing to add into my routine. Now that summer is coming up, I want my skin to be clear of any hyperpigmentation so that I can just, you know, be out here glowing, okay? Like I do have some hyperpigmentation on the sides of my chin and under my chin, so I'm ready for that to resolve, and I know 1 one way that has helped me in the past is exfoliating and not popping pimples and stuff like that. So as you can probably tell from the bottle, this gives off a very luxurious feel. Like, I don't think I've seen packaging this, I want to say, beautiful. I don't think I've seen anything packaged as beautiful and luxurious looking in a lot of the cleansers that I have used recently. Even with some high-end cleansers, I don't feel like the packaging looks as luxurious as I will say that this looks. This looks different. It's not something that I have seen out before, and it is something that looks really good where I keep my skincare. I feel like it just fits in perfectly and goes with the luxury kind of look and feel. So I do like that about the packaging, and I'm a packaging girl. I love a product that gives good packaging and that actually does what I want it to do. I want to say that this cleanser wasn't overly moisturizing for me, but it set the tone for my other skincare products. So after using this cleanser, I felt like my face was really clean and like the canvas was just set for me to apply those other products like my toner. I feel like this is a cleanser that will allow your toner to set in really nicely if you wash your face really well. There was like the slightest bit of residue that was on my skin, so that's why I would say just make sure you clean your face really good after using the cleanser, because it does have the possibility of leaving like a little bit of a residue. It's not a bad thing at all. I just think because of the type of product that it is, it's just gonna leave like a little bit of residue if you don't make sure that you cleanse really well. But what I will say is I have some exfoliants that have a little bit of that rice feel, and afterwards I feel like I still have a bunch of little exfoliants all over my face. Even when I have used this and it has left a little bit of the exfoliant on my face, it's so thin but still so powerful. Almost, I'm going to say powerful than the other exfoliant I have, that is supposed to be thin like that. And I didn't see any like stuff left on me. Even though I did feel just a tiny bit, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't anything where it was like, this is too much. Maybe I could have even wiped another time, but I feel like that's pretty common when you have an exfoliant. You might have some leftover debris or whatever from the product. But even with that, it wasn't bothering me. I felt like it was so thin that it wasn't really a problem. But if you make sure that you're just cleansing really well, I feel like it's probably not even anything worth spending time on. I really love this cleanser. I'm going to read you a little bit of information about this product. Again, this is a new product and brand for me. That way you'll have a little more information about the product before I give you my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, so this is the box that the cleanser came in. Even the box is nice. So this really is one of those brands that I believe puts a lot of effort into the product. It says it has 16 high performance ingredients, is dermatologist tested, and it says this cleanser is your daily exfoliating treatment. Our best-selling cleanser provides gentle physical and chemical exfoliation with apricot, microspheres, and BHA from white willow bark to give you a healthy looking radiant glow. I was not aware that this was both physical and chemical exfoliation. If you're not aware of the difference between a physical and chemical exfoliant, a physical exfoliant is something that you can actually feel and tell that it's something in there to exfoliate your skin. And a chemical exfoliant is not as always easy to tell that it is an exfoliant. So that can look like a toner. Some serums have chemical exfoliants in it with different acids in it. So this actually has both of those components of exfoliants in it, which I actually really like. And I feel like with having both of those exfoliating components in it, that will give it more power when it comes to actually exfoliating the skin versus just having one or the other depending on what is used in the product. So I feel like this is a product that can help you get some results fairly quickly. Also, if you are a person who is not really into chemical pills, or you're scared to get into chemical pills, but you want something that will give you some results, it may not be as quick as a chemical pill, but over time it can probably give you some results that may resemble what a light chemical pill would do because of the exfoliation properties that it has in it. But in order to see that, you have to be really patient to see if you can get some results like that. I have gotten chemical pills before. It's something that I'm used to, even though it's not a chemical pill and it's not marketed as a chemical pill. It could probably help you get some results that a very light, again, very light chemical pill may be able to get you over time. Now, I'm not saying that it for sure would do that, and I'm not making any promises, but just based off of what I've been able to feel from the using the product and seeing, I feel like consistency with this product will definitely get you somewhere. So it does say that it is for all skin types. I feel like that's nice that it's for all skin types. Again, if you have sensitive skin, I feel like it's something that you probably want to check out some ingredients and see if it will mesh well with your skin. Maybe spot test before actually just jumping in with this on your face, because there is a component of exfoliation to this product. But other than that, I feel like most people should be able to have a good experience from a product like this. And then I also want to point this out because this is a product that uses natural ingredients, and I do believe the brand, that is their focus when it comes to the line. They want good ingredients in the products. So it says 100% of the total ingredients are from natural origin. 82% of the total ingredients are from organic farming, and it says Cosmo Organic certified. So if you care about things like that, it is a cruelty-free product, and it is labeled as certified vegan. So on the website, it says that we formulate, manufacture, and package our products by hand right here on our farm in Vermont. So that is something to take into account with this brand. The larger bottle, which I have on the website, it goes for $88. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this product is worth it. And to be honest, when I think of just like a normal cleanser for your face, I feel like $88 may sound really extreme to both me and a lot of people. And I usually would not spend that much money on a cleanser. But again, this was sent to me, so I did not purchase this. But with this being sent to me and actually using it and filling the ingredients and filling it on my skin and seeing how my skin reacts with this product, I actually feel like this is worth it. Now, I feel like this would be something that maybe somebody who's into luxury skincare may gravitate to more, but I will say that it's definitely worth it. Even if you are not into luxury skincare, you've never spent that much on a face cleanser or skincare, period, I feel like this is a product that is well worth the money. There are some products that I've used that it's like absolutely nuts, that are way cheaper than this product that I've used. But this is actually something that I would repurchase again if I'm looking for a luxury skincare product. And I love the fact that it uses natural ingredients. I have used some luxury skincare serums and different things like that from other well-known brands actually. And one thing I noticed was that with some of those products, I could tell that it was really chemically, and I do not like skincare products that are really chemically, where it does not feel like it is good ingredients in the product. All right, you guys, so I'm going to get ready to wrap up this video. I feel like this is a pretty straightforward product. It does the job. It does a good job of exfoliating, which I have seen based off of my own personal use of the product. It is a product that I would love to have continuously in rotation in my skincare routine. And I just love the packaging. I love how it looks, and yeah, I don't have any bad thing to say about this product. I don't really feel like anything really needs to be changed or different about the product. Not that it's my place to really say that, but it's not anything that I feel like needs to be different about this product. I really love this product. I just feel like because of the price, this product is going to probably be something that's a certain niche of people may buy this product versus a whole, I guess everybody would go out and buy this product. But I feel like it's a product that's worth everybody going out and buying it if they wanted to. So yes, I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you have a great day. Bye.